What is up, Uncaged Clinicians? Guys, I am so pumped to be on here talking to you about this topic today. This is something that means a ton to me. I wanted to spend time on here because I want to help you all. I've put a lot of thought into these 5 principles that I'm going to share with you, and so much thought that it's been over a year in the making of just the information that I'm going to share with you, because I've been working on my second book for over a year now. And some of these principles may or may not be in that book, and I'm going to share them with you guys because it's my birthday, and you'll see as we get into the principles, one of the things that I've learned above all else is to serve. There's nothing better that makes us feel better is to serve others, and that's what we need more of right now. And so I'm going to share with you 5 principles, and I'm going to tell you one thing before I jump into that. If you could, just give me a hashtag live or a hashtag replay if you're watching this. And again, we do that because it's going to help push up into more people's feeds in this group. There's over 7,500 people in this group now, and we want to make sure that people see this and benefit from hearing this as well. Look, I want to say 2 things. I don't know it all. Number one, this is just what I've learned over the last 5 years, and I really felt compelled to share. And then number 2 is the interesting part about this is I started to put this together and put this book together as I am a Christian, and I've never been, I've started to share that a lot more to people and been pretty relentless at helping people understand that that's a big reason why I feel like I've been successful, is God has led me on this path. And I just want to say for number 2 is that there are some Bible verses that I'm going to share, because it's very important to me that as I started to create these principles, I started to understand. I was like, oh my gosh, that's in the Bible. Oh my gosh, that's in the Bible. And so, I've really grown in my spiritual journey as I've worked on this book as well. And so I wanted to come share with you guys, and this is not all that's covered in the book, but I wanted to share with you my top 5 principles that I've learned over the last 5 years so that you can benefit. So let's jump in right now. I'm so excited about this. Let me know as well if any of these resonate with you and these help you as well. And if you wouldn't mind, also, if it does, put that in the comments as we get rolling. So number 1 is serve first, sell second. This has become foundational in everything that I do as a business owner. And if you are a client of mine, of ours at Uncaged Clinician, you've heard me say this before. Serve first, sell second. And so let me tell you where that came from. It was really interesting as I was becoming a business owner and trying to get better at business. I started to look into all these sales books and follow people that were good at sales. And I started to pick up all of these sales tactics. And I started to realize something. I started to realize that tactics only give short-term results, where principles deliver long-term results. And so I started to try these like one-line, stupid, kind of corny lines for selling, and it never felt true to me. Like, it felt strange. It felt weird. I felt like that slimy salesman, and it felt slimy. It felt bad. And until I started to realize, hey, I've actually got to learn to serve better, and therefore after that my sales will improve. That's when things started to change for me as an entrepreneur. So serve first, sell second is all based on serving greater. Serving your people greater and understanding that it's not about you. So some of this is going to be super hard hitting as well, and I don't want it to just be all this fluff and, hey, here's your inspiration. I want to give it to you straight on this as well. It's not about you. Your business is not about you. And until I realized that and got out of my own way, that's when my businesses really started to take off. I've had 3 businesses in the past 5 years, all of which have made more than 6 figures in the first year. Something I don't share very often, but something I'm very proud of. So I'm just going to share that. And I've learned to serve first, sell second. Serving greater must be at the core of everything that we do. And it starts by understanding that it's not about you. It's about sharing your gifts with others. So if somebody wouldn't mind putting that in the comments as well, I think that's super important for people to understand. It's not about you. It's about sharing your gifts with others. So the business owners that are absolutely crushing it in the business landscape are the ones that understand this fact. All of their marketing revolves around serving others, sharing their gifts with others. Whereas you can also spot those companies where all of their marketing is 100% about them. We've got this guarantee and we're the greatest company in the world and we've got the best hamburger on the planet. It's all about them versus shifting to it's all about sharing your gifts with your customers. You may have some amazing gifts. You may be able to do some amazing things, but it's all about sharing that with your customers and what's in it for them. So number one is serve first, sell second. I told you guys I was going to share a Bible verse with each one of these because that was very enlightening to me as I developed all these principles. So Matthew 20:28 says, even as the Son of Man came not to be served, but to serve, and to give his life as a ransom for many. I think it's incredible that, the God of the universe came and served as well. Came and was a servant to everyone around him. And I think that if we can take that lesson and understand that, hey, it's never about us. It's never about it's never about all the things that we think we're so great about. It's all about serving. Serve first, sell second.